This podcast was recorded on Budjalung land and produced in Naarm.
Hi guys, welcome back. In today's episode, we are going to get frisky, raunchy, and fucking what was the other one? Kinky.
Good job, we got 45 minutes. We're going to need 25 to get through the fucking intro. All right, we're on.
Bring the action. On today's episode, we're going to get frisky, kinky, and raunchy.
So last episode, we had a question at the end that was sex related.
Yes.
And it kind of flows into what we want to talk about today, which is all things sex, nudity.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
All right, so we're going to kick things off with, I guess, nudity.
Yeah,
maybe on TV. Because obviously, you know, you are pretty much yourself in those environments.
And there's cameras everywhere.
That's right. How do you combat like the nudity, or how do you move around the nudity sort of aspect on your TV shows? Like, are you conscious of being fully nude?
I didn't shower nude at all in the jungle. In Big Brother, I think I did like a few times, but mainly swimwear. But back when I did it, they didn't actually have the up late segment still running, so I didn't have to like stress about whether I'd be on TV nude or anything. It was just whether you were comfortable about like producers seeing you naked and stuff. Which I was just like,
whatever. Yeah, I'm the same, because I knew that. Well, actually, no, I'm not, because when my first ever show, Love Island, I think it was like day one, I was like showering in swimwear in the actual shower. I think it was like about day 3, I was in the outdoor shower, butt naked.
Why? What changed?
I don't know. I just feel like you just get used to the cameras and you're just like, you know what, whatever.
You don't care. It just becomes so uncomfortable. You're like, fuck it, I'm not putting my bikini on to shower.
Yeah, you can't get you don't feel like fresh, right?
Yeah, but I do think it would have been different maybe if I had known that they were going to air it.
Yeah.
But to be honest, back then, I wasn't a mum. I would have been like, I really don't fucking care.
Not bothered, yeah. That was me.
Not really.
But I thought that on my one that they wouldn't show any of it. And then, like, it came out and they could clearly see me with my ass out.
Yeah, but they blur it, don't they?
They blurred it, which is good, yeah.
Yeah, they blur it. So, and even with us going to the toilet, there was a camera in the corner and it just becomes so normal. Like, I didn't really care. And I'm a very open person.
Was
like,
there a camera in the toilet?
Yeah.
In the
There's
long
cameras
drop?
No, not on I'm a Celeb, on Big Brother.
Oh, right, I was going to say.
Yeah, so there was cameras everywhere because they needed cameras everywhere. It's a Big Brother house, bro.
Yeah. And
like,
people like to sneak in the showers and
like,
all that sort of
say
stuff.
Shit. Yeah, so they've got to capture everything, right?
Yeah. You got to just embrace it, I think.
Yeah,
you know? I'm not one to be like shy though, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I'm not shy.
Even if I'm meeting new people and, you know, like I'm just like, this is me, bro. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I definitely think I wasn't like, you know, overthinking it or anything.
Yeah.
But like I said, maybe now if I did a TV show, I would probably be more conservative based on the fact that I'm a mum.
Yeah.
And I like wouldn't want my boys to go through anything due to my actions. Do you know what I mean?
Right, okay. They won't want to see like a footage of you showering that comes out the woodwork like a few years later. Like,
and then maybe like the kids in their class would say shit.
Oh my God, look, is this your mother's tits back in the day?
Yeah, like I wouldn't want that for them. So
I think I'd be the same. I've always avoided having like sex on TV.
Oh yeah, what was it like on Love Island? Did they restrict you in any way?
They didn't really restrict us, but we do actually have. There was like when you couple up with somebody, you have to sleep in the same bed as them. So even if you don't want to couple up with that person and they're just the last one, you're forced to couple up. You have to sleep in the same bed, so you can't really like sleep anywhere else. Like you can go and sleep outside in the garden with whoever you want to sleep with. But
I
most
don't think
often
it would
not.
be that weird though. You're living with someone and sleeping in a bed.
Yeah, but if you want to have like sexual intercourse on TV on Love Island, there's 2 little buttons on the bed, right, either side. And there's, do you know them lights that you have, the lights, like the neon lights in Love Island?
Mm-hmm.
There's a heart above the bed, right? A neon heart, right? So if both consent buttons are pressed, the heart lights up. So the producers on the night vision can see that you've both clicked the button so you can actually start getting into it. But
Wait, is that like a green light for the producers to know no one's getting raped? Or
yes, that's exactly right.
Okay, but
yeah.
it's not like the button goes dings up and whatever, so they film it.
No, they're always filming it. It's just a green light so that the producers don't actually stop you from doing it because it's not consensual.
Right,
It
that's
basically
like
means
safe.
you gotta, but
Safety.
he's saying that, like, I never got into bed and was like, right, I'm gonna get naughty tonight. Click that button, click that button. You don't do that, right? You just get into bed or whatever, then you start lipsing up, and before you know it, you get a bit handsy, and you're like, fuck, click the button.
Do they come over the speaker and say, excuse me,
Yeah.
you need to both hit the button?
Yeah, and then you hit the buttons, then the flow stopped, innit?
That's so awkward.
Yeah, it's like halftime oranges. All right, breather, click the buttons.
Oh, no. And
Where
then you're
were
like,
we? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, bit dry now. Let's
yeah.
go to bed.
Yeah, bedtime.
Yeah, far
But
out.
it's good that they do that because, you know, I think that's something that they introduced later on. It wasn't always there.
Yeah.
And I feel like it is a good thing. Like,
Shoot, I wonder if there's any been like complications on the show, you
Based
know,
on
a
that.
reason for them to introduce that.
yeah, maybe
That's so
because it's
scary.
love violence across the like world now. So maybe, but I think it's really good because
Yeah.
you obviously want it to be like consensual, and when you're in bed with a new partner, like somebody you could have coupled up with yesterday, and you know, you get handsy, the girl or the guy might feel a bit uncomfortable. So it's good that they got that there to make sure everyone feels like relaxed and at ease, you know?
So that people around you too know that, like, oh yeah, they're both into it.
They're both into it. The producers get the lens on, you know?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I think it's really good. I think it's really good.
So on your season, did any of the girls shower nude or?
No, not that I'm aware of. Upstairs, because there's a women's like bathroom and then like a guy's bathroom.
Yes.
But we all kind of use the same one. I just showered every day outside because the girls, I know how majority of you take so long to get ready. You're shaving your legs, like, you know what I mean? I was like, don't get me anywhere near the indoor shower. I'm going to go outside in the garden by myself and shower naked. And it was nice. I felt like I was connected to the earth, even though it was AstroTurf.
Yeah,
it was kind of
honestly,
a nice feeling.
whenever you were showering in the jungle, I'm like, I ain't going nowhere near that. I'm like, I'm gonna stay right up here. I'm like, who knows what he's doing? Seriously. But yeah, I think we're both pretty comfortable with the whole nudity thing. So when you've like met up with the girl out or whatever, and you go back to the hotel and start lipsing up, has there ever been any girls who have a certain expectation of what you're going to be like in the bedroom due to how you were on Love Island?
Not really. I mean,
Come on, give us
there
the
might be
truth.
like an expectation in their head. I don't
So
know.
they've never like voiced it?
They've never really voiced it. No.
Have they ever said like, oh, I thought you would be into this or?
Yeah, like I've had some girls being like thinking that I would be like into it straight away when like there's been times where I've been like, I don't actually want to do that tonight.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like where like I think certain times the girls are like, if you know we go back to this hotel or whatever, like, you know, I'm gonna get lucky with Callum, and like sometimes it's like it's not on, and then
Do you think that's just because like sometimes you're not in the mood or you're not really feeling the connection with them? Like, because if you were, say you met like a pretty girl out and you were vibing and you had a connection, would you definitely want to have sex, or is there?
no, it's the opposite.
Oh,
It's the
so you want to
opposite.
save it?
Well, like if I meet a girl out and I think she is like a two-stroker poker, I mean like 10 out of 10, I'll be like,
Two-stroke poker.
I reckon I'd be less inclined to want to have sex with her, because then I'd know if I have sex with you on the first night, then that's my fantasy in my head gone of us having a perfect life and kids and marriage together because you're a 10-10. Whereas like if a girl holds out, they just become that much hotter.
Yeah, I agree. And I've told everyone this, like all my friends, anyone, like that is my girl to girl advice is
Yeah.
like, don't have sex with them on the first night.
Yeah.
And like, even if it's what the girl wants, like even if I met a guy for the first time and I was in bed with him, even if I was like so horny, I would not want to have sex with them because like I could not handle A, feeling used the next day, and B, giving that away to a stranger.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not-
I don't know. I would want like a connection first, but
Yeah, but I feel like you learn as you go. Like for me, like when I was in my younger years, I would just be like, whatever, you know. But as I've got older, I don't see the value in that. It doesn't make me feel fulfilled.
Yeah,
or like
definitely.
satisfied. Even then and there, especially the next day, you know? And like, there's been times where I've been on holiday or whatever, and it's happened, and I've just been like, whatever. But like, I've as it's gone on, I've just avoided it more and more. And now, like, it never happens. Like, never happens.
That's good. That's good because you don't, there's some scary stuff out there with like people not having protected sex.
You
and
never
like,
know. Yeah, you never know.
Oh my God, I would freak out. I'd be like, book that pap smear right now.
But like, I would say to the girls, like, oh, like they'd be like, oh, do you want to like come back or like whatever? Or like, they'd be like, oh, can I come back? And I'm like, yeah, but like, I'll tell them like it's not going to be happening. Like, if get that out of your head.
Yeah, that's
do you know what I mean?
good though.
And if you come back on your own accord then or whatever, like, so be it.
So basically what you're saying is you think girls have this perception that you're like a massive fuckboy, and then they're shocked sometimes when you say, I actually don't want to have sex.
Yeah. And then they feel shit because they think there's something wrong with them or I don't fancy them. But it's just like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's good though. You've got to explain that to them though.
Yeah. Because as well, like if I was to have like sex with just like somebody after a night out, like they gain so much more because before you know it, the rumors are getting around like, oh, like I slept with my friend, like, and it's like half the time it's not even true. And I'm like, I don't want that. They tell everyone.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever had this where someone said they've slept with you and you haven't?
Yes, not even that long ago. Like, maybe like, I don't know, like 6 months ago or something like that. I've had
it like once or twice, but they'll be like, oh, this guy. I'm like, who?
Yeah. Who? There's a page on one of the platforms called Tea Time.
Yeah, Tea Time.
Have you heard of it? Yeah. I didn't even know what it was until like one of my booking agents had screenshotted a photo of me sleeping in bed with a girl taking a selfie right next to me and saying like slept with the king or something like that, and I was like something along those lines. I was like,
yes, I am the king.
I was like, that didn't happen, but like, of course, everyone's gonna believe that photo. That photo says exactly what you know what I mean. It's just like,
were you at like an apartment or something?
It was a club appearance. Yeah, it was a club appearance, and we all went back to the apartment. It was like a suite. And I was like, I just fell asleep. And then she's gone into the room, like, taking a selfie next to me while I'm sleeping and told all her friends and shit. It's all on Tea Time.
Look, I don't know who to believe, you or Tea Time. No, I'm joking.
I need a new partner.
I'm joking, but it is annoying. Okay, well, that's good to know. So he's a fuckboy, but he's not. Okay? Yeah, that's just... All right,
he's an
ladies.
ex-fuckboy.
Yeah.
A retired fuckboy. What about you and Lockie? Like, you've been together for what, like 8 years now?
Yes.
How do you find like keeping the sexual energy like alive? Like, I know after a while it starts to get a bit stagnant, obviously, right?
I honestly look at him and I'm like, you're so hot. Like, whenever he's in the gym or like just doing anything, I'm like, stunning. Like, I find him very attractive.
Yeah.
And I know he still has that attraction towards me. And just, I feel like really knowing what your partner likes sexually helps. And he's always willing to like do what I want, and he's not selfish in the bed, which is great.
But do you feel like after having kids and stuff, like everything like sort of started to slow down a little bit? Or because I know a lot of people say that like, oh, like, you know, I'm stressed with work, I got this on, I got to take the kids, and then like their sex life starts to like take a turn for the worst.
Like he reckons after Forest I was on fire. Okay. And then after Bear, he's like, not so much. But I'm like, yeah, but we've got so much going on. And like there was a period where he wasn't, like he didn't even need sex. Like I would be like, babe, can we go? And he's like, nah, I just don't really feel like, I know, weird, right? So that really fucked with my head. And now I'm the one that's like, oh, you know, like I'm just editing this video and like I really would just love to eat some chocky and watch a movie and not have to do that. And he's like, what the fuck? We've like switched. I'm like, I know.
But I feel like that's normal in relationships. Like you have those periods where like you're more active than not, and you can't let it get to your head if you're going through that like non-active phase.
Yeah, I definitely think that it would play on anyone's insecurities, like if your partner doesn't want to have sex with you. But I'm like, I'm trying to explain like it's actually not, because I actually think you're so attractive. I love you. Like it's not that. I actually just feel so exhausted and it's not really at the top of my priority list.
Yeah. You got to be like in the mood for it, right?
Yeah, I think, and it's easier. Like by the time we put the kids down to bed, I'm like just dead.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
find for me to keep it alive, like a little getaway or like a staycation. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just getting out of that same sort of routine and like environment and just that,
change
like,
it up.
It changes it up and it just sets you up again, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know how to
100%.
word it, but like getting away from that environment where it's the same for a couple of weeks or whatever, going on a little bit of a holiday, like a
That's
weekend.
so true, actually, because when we went to Thailand, we were having sex like every day, and he's like, wow, this is fucking great. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. And then when we got home, I'm like, oh, it's too much stress. It's just all life shit's coming at me, and it's too much. Like on holiday, you're relaxed and you're like, well, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely think that helps. But yeah, maybe some toys, trying some different positions or places.
Places? Oh, we're going to get tucked into this.
Just like what you said, go on a holiday
Nah.
to a different body part. I'm joking.
Is there anywhere that you have sex that's not in your house? Other than like other hotel rooms and stuff? Like, do you ever like go in the car?
I remember when, oh my gosh, this is so full on. He's going to kill me. Because he's like such a private dude.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, Skye. But we did it I think I gave him HEAD in a park. But that was when we first started.
What? Forest and Bear playing on the swings?
No!
Mum and Dad's off.
No, this is before kids. This is before Forest and Bear.
Mummy, what are you doing?
Yes. No. This is before. But he always brings it up. He's like, used to be so cool and wild. And I'm like, sorry for boring you, babes. But yeah, I think just keeping it really spontaneous is good.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice if you're wanting to keep the spark alive.
Yeah, I think that's our first bit of advice we've actually given. That's actually constructive.
Yeah, totally.
We're making progress.
We will try to be as constructive as we can, guys.
Based on our experiences.
Yes, exactly. So that's based on my experience. How do you keep the spark alive with someone?
I've actually never struggled in that department because I'm always traveling a fair bit.
Yes, that's the thing.
So, like,
to space. I feel like
space,
having the chance to miss one another.
Yeah, withdrawals makes the heart grow fonder.
Yes.
And other body parts for geezers.
Yeah, that's so
Trust me. And so like for me, like if I'm away for like 4 nights of the week, those 3 days that I am back, we're on.
Yeah.
We're on like a jam scone. And I'm not talking
Green
once or twice a day,
light.
like regular.
green light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, regular. So I think that helps. But then like, you know, I went through a phase recently where I was not as active.
Wow,
right?
okay.
And obviously, the girl I was seeing was used to me being like a dog on heat.
Yeah,
right?
it would play on a...
So then she's like, why are we only having sex like once a day? Or like, you know what I mean?
Once a day.
And then I'm like, because I've just spent the last 7 days with you, you know what I mean? It's different when I've had like 4 days away. It's almost like we're catching up and making up time, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think I won't be as active if I was if I lived with somebody, right?
That's another thing, ladies. I know this is like, you don't want to be controlling and like tell your mans what to do, but I find that if you don't watch porn, like for men, it's so much better.
Oh, 100%.
Like stop your mans from watching porn.
Yeah. I think it should just be banned. Like it's the worst thing. Yeah.
It's so bad for your mindset.
100%.
Like just that having that quick always is not good, because then you're probably not going to want to do it in real life, because you're like, I have to actually work for it.
Yeah. It was like, they were saying, it was like a study and stuff. They were saying that basically it was like every time you watch porn and get off, you have a little dopamine hit.
Yeah.
So it's like almost like when somebody loves cake and they just eat cake, they keep eating cake because it makes them feel good.
Yeah.
So then if you start watching lots of porn, you keep having these short little dopamine hits, and it makes your actual sex life not feel as good.
Yeah.
Because it feels like vanilla compared to what you watch online, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I haven't watched porn since January 2021.
Yeah, Lockie stopped watching porn too, and I feel like that's why his sex drive's so much better.
Yeah.
Nothing against porn at all, and nothing against anyone who watches porn. Like, everyone's watched porn, but like, if they're doing it and it's affecting your love life with your mans, I think maybe like it's time to, you know, reduce the screen time a little bit, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like if you're in like long-term relationships and you have that distance, even then you don't need to watch porn, because like you can help each other out in the, if you're in a solid committed relationship, you've been together for a long time, like I would rather like my partner send me photos.
Yeah, it just
You
keeps
know?
it healthier.
Yeah, because why would any girl want their man to watch some other girl online get fucked?
Do you think it's like a form of cheating?
No, but I just don't think it's right.
Would you
It's
like
left.
your girlfriend to watch porn?
No, I wouldn't. Yeah. No, but like, I mean,
love
everyone's
Lockie's like, men are different, babe. I'm like, well, that's not really fair to say.
Yeah, I mean.
Like, yeah,
not
we're
really.
more emotional and whatever, but I feel like it's still very.
But I feel like us guys have more of a desire.
Yeah, but
General consensus speaking, because I know there's girls that are like dogs on heat too, but like,
yeah,
I feel like general consensus, men crave it a little bit more than women.
not necessarily. It depends on the person, I feel. Even women.
If you're really close to somebody though, it should be like equal.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like if you're like for like your sex life with your partner to be really good, you should both want it just as much as each other.
Yeah, I know. But like you said, that's hard because sometimes you go through different, stages.
All right. Well, while we're on the topic of porn, what's your thoughts on OnlyFans? Because I feel like that's becoming more and more popular these days. Every bird I know is on it these days.
Really?
Well, that's how it feels.
I actually opened one to do my boob documentary and then it just got really fucking weird and I was like, no.
Really?
I'm like,
how did it get weird?
Because I'm like, there's men here. This is weird.
Ah, right, okay.
But
so
yeah,
you were going to do it mainly just for women that were interested in like having a boob job and just wanted to see what you
getting
doing
a breast documentation and like I wanted to share my journey and like I wanted to show my nipples. Like,
yeah.
And I wanted to show my boobs, but obviously I'm not going to do that on Instagram.
You couldn't do it on Instagram anyway, right?
No, that's why I opened the OnlyFans
right, okay.
account.
Got you. Follow now, okay.
So I could like show my before and afters and like if girls had any questions or if they wanted to be like, show me your tits, I would be like comfortable because it's like
or like what style did you get? How do they look?
Yeah, it's a different, but then I'm like, oh God, is this like a guy pretending to be a girl?
Well, you don't know if it's a guy or a girl.
Yeah, you don't really know. Like I tried to suss as best I could, but I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then like your shit gets leaked and like, I'm like, oh, no. So I just like stopped using it. And yeah, I would just prefer to do my other work.
Yeah.
But no shame to anyone who does OF. Like,
yeah,
you got to make your monies,
yeah. I'm not against OnlyFans. I've got friends that do OnlyFans stuff and they make a lot of money.
Yeah,
like
they make
lot of money. And like, if that's what you want to do, then like, who am I to judge? You do you. But for me, like, I personally couldn't see myself dating a girl that does OnlyFans.
So you wouldn't feel like a girl that's dating you would want to if you were doing it?
I mean, like, I know there's girls and guys that both do it together and like are happy as couples and stuff like that. And I know there's guys that would date girls that do it and then start to join in and sort of thing. But for me, I couldn't see myself dating a girl that's doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, I know. But so if you had a girlfriend and you were doing OnlyFans, what would your views be on that?
Well, I mean, I don't know because I could never picture myself doing it.
Okay, so you wouldn't do it.
I would never do it.
Okay.
No, I would never do it. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, just because I've got other things that I can make money on, right? Like, I feel like if there's a time where like, you're struggling with money and stuff like that, I think that's where most people are just kind of like, oh, I might as well just do OnlyFans. But I think the issue is that when girls or guys flick to like, oh, I need a bit of extra cash, I'm going to start up an OnlyFans. Then they start to see the money coming in. But then I feel like you lose motivation and all the rest of it to actually do well in your job or like do other things.
Or like have to work.
Because you know how easy it comes in.
Yeah, so
you're
like, I could just do that and it makes more money, quicker. Yeah, I get
easier.
that.
And like, if you're doing that for like a year, how can you ever see yourself going back into a normal job that you would make a fraction of the money that you would do on OnlyFans? Like,
and you had all the freedom.
Exactly,
Yeah.
But for me, the main reason why I wouldn't date somebody on OnlyFans is just because like, for me, that's special. I feel like if I'm meeting somebody and I'm with somebody, it's like, that's something for me,
Yeah.
I don't want
your
everyone,
property. You've said it. No.
I just don't want let everyone to have access to my girl's private parts.
Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't want to be sharing your stuff around.
No,
either.
it's secret. Not secret.
Sacred.
Sacred. That's the one.
Yeah, sacred. We just want like a monogamous relationship.
A sacred monogamous relationship.
Yes, a sacred monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
So that's what you're vibing, and I totally respect that, and I respect other people who do it differently.
Each to their own.
Each to their own. So thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you want to hear more. Follow all the off-air action over on our Instagram, skye.wheatley and cal.dave. And if you want to ask any questions, chat to our producers, you can email us anytime, skyeandcallum@novapodcast.com.au.